going on today, y'all? Well, the DNC convention starts tomorrow. Today's Monday. It starts tomorrow. And, wow. It's going to be a doozy, baby. Yes, I love it. Check out the shirt I got on. Vote or die, baby. Yeah. See what that says? Vote or die. And, that's, truth or fact. Just like it was in '08, it's the same thing now. We need to get out and make sure that we vote. This guy Mitt, he's in his convention saying, he wants to go to war with Iran already. These fools are going to kill us. That's what's going to happen. These fools are going to get us killed. Because war is money. That's how the Pentagon stays in business, period. Without wars, hey, them guys, his rich billionaire buddies, they don't make money. So it's imperative that we get out and vote. We don't want to focus too much on the Republican Party because they're a bunch of idiots who really have no clue about the rest of the world. They're in their own little box, and basically they need to stay there. They need to take their box and themselves and move to a secluded isle. They have enough money for it. And they can create their own country. Why don't they do that? But let's talk about Obama and his plan for moving this country forward, to get rid of these senseless wars, and to set new strategies instead of sending all our troops out to get slaughtered. Got the drone attacks, we got surgically planted SEAL teams to take care of the target and take the target out. And that's it. And that's how things should be done. And we don't lose lives like that. But no, that guy Bush, that fake cowboy, fake gun-toting, tough guy, sends all our troops out, and then he celebrates on it's crazy. And we Obama is the best person for the job. He's doing the best he can considering the circumstances of the Congress and Mitch McConnell and John Boehner and the Tea Party and Grover Norquist. Those guys are blocking everything. They don't want this guy to do anything. They don't want him to get a second term. That was their main goal from the start. People, you must remember that. That's why we need to vote. We need to vote for Obama. Especially, we do not need to let another Republican get into office at all. You see what they think, the things of what they think, and who supports them. These billionaires, these guys who don't care about the country. All they care about is making their money and getting their little tax breaks, and that's it. We need to really sit back and think about what's going on and how all that affects us. Because it's going to affect you in the long run, whether you want to believe it or not. It's going to affect you in the long run. It's just that simple. Sorry I'm looking down, but I'm putting my time on. It doesn't make any sense that Obama, this thing should even be close. I don't care if the economy is the way the economy is. Okay, that's life. We will bounce back, but you've got to take into mind and realize who's running the big corporations. Who's got the big corporations? Who do they have in their pocket? Mitt Romney. Okay, the white man. Okay, same thing. And it's just a lot of people. A majority of whites do not want a black man. They cannot accept a black man as president. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. But us people, us along with the white people who accept everybody for the color they are, we're the ones who have to vote. We're the ones going to have to put him back in the office and make sure that he finishes what he started. How do you give Bush 8 years to mess up and then to keep on messing up? But you won't give the black guy another 4. It's sad to say, but it's the truth, and that's just the way it is. I don't get all the stuff that's going on as far as that nobody can understand that I mean, then they throw in your face, oh, well, Congress, he had both houses his first 2 years. Yeah. And for 4 months, he had 60 votes for 4 months. So you're trying to tell me for 4 months what it took 8 years for Bush to F up? That 4 months of having 60 votes, because you need 60 votes to pass. That's enough to pass a bill. So you're trying to tell me that only having 6 months out of 2 years, that's enough to where we should be back on track? Wrong. Okay? When you're doing a business, when you're doing whatever, you tackle things that you think you can get through real quickly, and then you deal with the things that you know that are larger, that no one predicted that these job numbers would get this high of people not being employed. But I mean, look who's running the companies. It's not black people. It's not a majority of black people running the companies. So why are these jobs not happening? Why are they sitting on $2 to $3 trillion in a combined count, and they don't want to spend it? They're Americans. They should want to. They should want to get America to hire and get people to. They're making record profits. A lot of them are making record profits. I mean, without the stimulus, just imagine where we would be without the stimulus. We would really be in bad shape. But they don't want to talk about that either. They want to highlight that as something that shouldn't have been done. But Bush did it. Why not Obama? It amazes me. It really does. Now he's got a plan for the infrastructure, which we need our bridges, and our roads fixed, and old buildings, and all types of stuff that could create millions of jobs. But they scrapped that too. They blocked that as well. And we know why they blocked that. They blocked that because they didn't want him to look good. If he got any type of jobs in, it would make him look good. To them, making him look good is not what they want to do. They want to make sure that this is it, it's over and done with. So they can get back in there and let nature and God take over. And they just sit there and get paid for doing nothing. And that's basically what Ryan said in his speech. He said, we're governed by nature and God. How idiotic is that? So what we need to do is get rid of your job that you have, because you haven't done it. You haven't done it. You haven't passed a budget. Your budget didn't pass. You're talking about yours didn't pass. So what have you done? Nothing. Y'all are more worried about what's going on between women's legs than you are about this nation, and deciding what a woman should be able to do if she's having a baby. You can't decide for no women. Women are smart enough to make their own decisions. A lot of women are smarter than us men. You don't need to tell no woman what to do. What you need to do is learn how to govern this nation and get us back on track, instead of talking about war. This is sticking your chest out like you bad and you soft as a piece of damn butter, soft as cotton. It make no freaking sense. These idiot fools, and we are not gonna let these idiot fools. You see what I'm saying? We are not gonna let these idiot fools get back into office, because what they're gonna end up doing is we're gonna end up getting into a war with Iran. And we're going to be right back to where we was again. And then you're going to have these two idiots saying, well, these are the hard choices we had to make. And then what? I mean, it's already evident that they've made this about race, and now they've even split us even more as a country, as far as black and white. It don't make no sense. I mean, it's like everything these guys touch, they just destroy. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue what they're doing. This guy hasn't come up with one good policy. He hasn't mapped out one policy on what we're going to do, on how we're going to come out of this. Then he's talking about he's going to create $12 million. You're going to create $12 million. The 12 million jobs are going to come from what's already been started, from Obama getting the ball rolling, buddy, not from anything that you're going to do. Okay, you did not work for a company. That company that you had is not a company that creates jobs. It's not. I don't know when the American people are going to wake up and figure this out. You know, a lot of people here are misinformed on a lot of things. And they really don't want to check it. Then you got a lot of these fact checkers that are lying as well. You got some that are telling the truth, and that will tell the truth. And sometimes the truth will get out, but you got a lot of them too that are just lying. It's like Google. You can't find the truth. You got to know the truth. You got to. You got to know who the Republicans are for. Republicans are for the rich white guy. Period. They're for rich white guys. I mean, this is something that's being proven now as we speak. You know, because look who is bankrolling this guy's campaign. The rich white billionaires. They're bankrolling it, and I'm quite sure they're sitting in their having their little meetings. When they had their little meetings, you know, man, I'm getting tired. We need to get this country back. How did this nigga get into office? You can say what you want to, but that's the truth. And I guarantee you that's what they're saying. They're not saying, oh, how that black guy? No, they're not. They're behind closed doors. And this guy's having all these secret meetings and secret stuff. What is this secrecy for? Is that a good way to start out governing this planet and talking about war? Is that something really that we want? You know, to make our allies mad? I'm sure our allies are sitting back saying, oh, this dude needs to shut his mouth before he gets involved in a check that he can't cash. You know? I mean, it's like dumb Bush. He thought that, oh, we was going to go into Iraq and bam, that was it. That goes to show that they didn't need all the sophisticated weaponry and the sophisticated this and sophisticated that. They didn't need all of that. You know? When I'm willing to strap a bomb to my body and blow up a rack of people and myself, technology cannot stop that. I don't care how much technology you do. You cannot prepare for that. You know? And it's just, hey, you know, now you think we're going to go out here and tackle Iran. This guy's got the thing. And his speech was horrible. It was one of the worst speeches ever out of any presidential nominee. Any. He's got like 38 or 36% approval. That is horrible. And this is the guy you want to put in office? This is the guy that you want to run this, the next guy to run the nation? The guy who's been running for how many years he's been running? He ain't won yet. Come on, that tells you something. He couldn't run a state right, just like Bush. That's why I try to figure out how Bush got in. He wasn't running his state right either, but he ended up getting there. I just don't get it. It's the American people. It really is. Like I said, we had that pocket of the racist people who they gonna vote Republican no matter what. And then you got the people on the fence. Those are the people that really don't like it either, because they know better. Because they're really Republicans, but they want to play both sides. You know, them the people that, you know, if you work with and you talk to them, it's, oh, well, both parties are to blame, this and that. No, no, it's not. Have you been watching? Have you been paying attention? Have you been paying attention? Who let our credit rating go down? Who did that ceiling? Who? Not the Democrats. How can you blame somebody who wants to fix something and not blame the party who doesn't want to fix, who wants to let it go until they can get back into power? Where they do that at? That's what I want to know. And they're getting away with it. They're getting away with it. Because like I said, this race shouldn't even be close. It shouldn't be close. They're trying to disenfranchise the votes. They got their idiot constituents believing, oh, they got voted for. You're more likely to get hit by lightning. How many people get hit by lightning a year? You're more likely to get hit by lightning than have voter fraud. It's just like with the global warming thing. I mean, these guys, you talk about the global warming. Well, isn't that has to do with nature? Yeah. Okay, so why? I'm just trying to figure out with these guys, why, you know, why do we keep dealing with the idiocy crap, you know, at every turn? It's beyond me, and it's actually playing with all our lives. That's what it's doing. It really is. And Obama has brought a freshness into the White House that I've never seen. But I know it's little certain things that they say, oh, Romney's a business young man, oh, he's a family man. Like Obama's not. It's like saying, oh, that's just a fake. Yeah, you know, that he's got 2 girls and a wife, and he's been with his wife. No, that's just a fake. You know, that's just, you know. Then they talking about how they lived their life, and they didn't have much, and they was, okay, wasn't Romney's dad a governor? Also, before he was a governor, he ran American General Motors, a car company. So you had money. If he's the president, he had money. Yeah, big time. So how is it that you were earning this? They're trying to make it seem like they came from means of what Obama did. Obama's didn't come from with a silver spoon in his mouth or a platinum spoon. His dad was nowhere around. His mother took care of him. He got, you know, he went to those colleges, but he went to those colleges because he was smart. Academic scholarships, grants. That's what happens when your family does not have the money to send you. You go for financial aid, grants, anything you can get to get your education, to further your education, and that's what he did. He wasn't born like these guys. It's like idiot Ryan talking about like his family's rich too. His dad was a lawyer, and also they owned a company, a paving company, where they got contracts from the government to do road work. So how is that you're poor? You had money. You had to struggle. You had to struggle for nothing. Talking about you work somewhere. Yeah, your dad probably instilled in you. Yeah, you gonna go out and get a job at McDonald's. So what? But if you quit that job for McDonald's, you didn't have to worry about going home and not having no food on your table, or if your lights was on. You didn't have to worry about that. You know, these mothers just really amaze me. And the problem that I have is I've always been taught, yeah, I told lies when I was younger. We all did. But I was told that you don't tell lies. You do not tell them. And they are telling them back and forth, and you got people that are going to vote for flat out liars. And it's been proven. It's like now you got all these hateful white people who don't like blacks anyway, who now they got in their mind, oh, Obama's giving money to black folks so they can sit home on their couches and watch TV and collect a check, the welfare, when there are more white people on welfare. You know, it's like the social, welfare. That's one of the social programs, right along with Social Security, right along with Medicare and Medicaid. These are social programs, and the Republicans have been against these social programs since day one. Okay, now these guys are winning in Florida, and they're winning the elderly vote because these guys have went out and lied. Now, Ryan wants to take that 716 and completely get rid of it and use it for something else, and then it's going to end up costing the elderly. They're just as dodo bird as well. Now, Obama took it, used it for Obamacare, some of it, but that's money. That's not going to make the price of Medicare go up. That's money. That's going to stop the fraud. It's fraud and waste money. That's going to stop the fraud and all of that stuff. So, and it's going to help with savings and stuff for the business. Now, what's the name takes the same 716 and he completely does something else with it. That's going to end up making the price higher. And plus, they want to turn it into a voucher program. Now, you get a voucher, vouchers for a certain amount of money. It's going to be set at a certain amount. So if you go to the doctors and you can't afford it to pay that other amount that most likely is going to have to be paid. Like, say you getting something done and your voucher is for $2,000, but what you're getting done is $4,000. You're ending up paying that too. What about prescriptions? Obama's plan addresses that. You have to pay for your subscription, your drugs. You'll pay out of pocket for that. You see, Ryan they don't tell you that. You know, how can you say you're gonna save and save a program when you're the one who wants to get rid of it? When you've been trying to get rid of it, your party's been trying to get rid of it. Your party, all they say is socialism this, socialism that. We want to get rid of social programs. We're tired of giving people stuff. When you got and you've never needed help, how are you gonna know? That's my thing. When your family is well off and you've never had to want for anything, I don't care. You got a lot of struggling moms out here that are single parent that don't have the means to be able to take care of their child and pay for health care, take care of their child, pay for gas, do a lot of things. Sometimes it's hard. If you don't have a good enough paying job and the cost of living goes up, how are you going? How are you going to effectively pay for this stuff? You're not. You're not. It's just that simple. You're going to go broke. You're going to go debt. You're going to go into debt. Just that simple. You're going to go into debt. And then you're going to end up being on the street. I mean, it's just like what they talk about the birther and there are no social programs. But yet, you want a woman to have a child that she can't afford, or a woman to have a child that she's been by because she's been raped. And so where is that child going to end up? That child's going to end up on a social program. But seeing as the child taking away that, you want to take away that, then that means that child's going to be on the street, panhandling, standing in the corner with raggedy clothes on, panhandling, asking for money. And these people, they cease to amaze me of the things that they say and the things that they do. Because really, I don't want a liar in the house. I really don't. We had a liar for 8 years, and that was Bush. And he lied to us about the war, and we lost thousands of Americans for nothing. He sent them to die. And then we got a bunch of them that are never ever be the same, missing limbs, going through pain every single day because this guy said, oh yeah, Saddam's got that. I'm just trying to figure out, then they talk about, oh, Obama's been leading from behind. I would really like to know how somebody's leading from behind when he's killed more terrorists than any other president alive. And he killed the biggest one of all, the one who committed the most heinous act on American soil ever. He got him. Wasn't Bush, because Bush went after Saddam, and Saddam ain't had nothing to do with it. That's like if you break into my house and you ain't had. That's like if one of your friends, no, not even one of your friends, somebody you don't even know broke into my house. Instead of me going after them, I go after you. That's just stupid. Isn't that people around the world thinking, first of all, that's people around the world thinking we're stupid, and that's people around the world thinking that we're soft. Because instead of us going after the guy who really did it, we're going after somebody else who ain't had nothing to do with it. So that makes you look dumb and soft. No, what Obama's done, that would make any other country be like, you don't want to mess with this. You think a black guy gonna let you? Come on. Really? Bush made us look real soft. And you got John McCain and Condoleezza Rice. Who is she? She was part of the Bush administration. She ain't nobody. And truthful, she don't know whether she want to be black or white. No. Hold on. Let me step back. She wants to be white. She's whiter than this shirt and this hat and that background. So she ain't got no credit. She don't have no credibility in the black community, none whatsoever, none, not even a little bit. and then in the political arena, you don't got no. With me, you don't. I don't know about other people, but with me, you don't. I don't care what you accomplished. You were involved. You were part of that administration. Did you up and leave? No, you stayed in. Ain't that much loyalty. Tell those parents that lost their kids. Tell all them parents that lost their kids. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Did you do that? Think about that. You and Bush. You Bush and Dick Cheney. And the red car road and the rest of the idiots. You know? And the reason why we are in the predicament that we're in right now. Period. No if buts, and it's still costing us money. Your administration is still costing us money, still costing us jobs. And then that dumb Congress, Republican Congress, don't want to do anything, nothing. That's why we have to vote, y'all. We have to vote. Period. There's no if, buts, ands about it. What we came and did in 08, we've got to come back and do again. Everybody has to get their proper documentation. And we had to get out. And we had to vote or die. It's just that simple. Because if this fool gets into office, he is not going to do nothing for us. He's not going to do nothing for anybody. The only people that are going to benefit are the people that are running his campaign. The ones that he has his hand in their pocket. They're the ones that are going to benefit. From the tax breaks on to making big money. And we're going to be left behind looking stupid. And they go, oh, well, you know, we had to make the tough choices. You have to make the tough choices. Oh, we got to get rid of Medicaid. Oh, we got to get rid of Social Security and privatize it so it'll be around. And the prices are going to go up. And they're going to say, well, that's a tough decision that we had to make. Is that the tough decision that y'all want to make? Is that it? By electing Mitt Romney? Is that the toughest decision that you want to make? Because right now, this is the tough decision you have in your life to make. Are you gonna stick with the guy who's looking out for everybody, or are you gonna go with the guy who's only looking out for his friends, the billionaires, and his party, which is 95% or more white? Democrats ain't that. No, Democrats, the Democrats reflect from the party itself to people outside the party who vote Democratic. It reflects the nation. The Republican Party does not. It never has. It never will. And I'm tired of some of you black people who say you're Republicans and you're Republicans because of what was done back in the day. I'm tired of hearing that because that's some bull crap too. Because all of the racist white fools who were in the Democratic Party, they switched to the Republican Party. Okay, do you get it? Can you register that up here in your brain? And all of the blacks and all of the good white people moved to the Democratic side. Period. End of story. That's how it went. That's how it happened. Just that simple. Okay? But what we're doing right now, we're letting the Republicans bring back slavery. We might well bring. That's about the only thing they haven't brought back. Might as well. And they tried everything else they can try and they're still tied. Why? They want to block the vote. You got Rush, you got Haney, you got all these guys talking stupid stuff, man. Really. And I just want to know how many black friends these guys have. It's like Romney had, like I said, he had 3 or 4 or 5 black speakers, probably a little bit more than that. And before you know it, he'll have a black friend riding around with him during the campaign. And we're supposed to believe that. You had a few blacks talk in your convention, so now you like black people. Man, please. I ain't falling for that. Yeah, you got a lot of idiots that are, but I ain't. Well, y'all, Like I said, every day from now on until the election, it's about vote or die. That's it. This is what I'm going to have on every single day until we re-elect President Barack Obama, and that's it. So get out and vote. Make sure you get your friends, your cousins, and your mother, your father, and everybody. Make sure they vote. It's really, really, really important. I mean, this is imperative that we give Barack another 4 years to clean this mess up. You know, because if we don't, things aren't going to get pretty. And I know we're all upset by what the Republicans have been doing, all the racial slurs and stuff. We're not dumb. We're not. We see what's going on. Can't reverse it up. This ain't, you know, I really think that they really think that we are dumb niggas. And we don't know. This ain't slavery. You know, it ain't. Who was it? Kunta Kinte and Kizzy or whatever. You know, we ain't that house. We ain't the house nigga. The nigga up in the house who don't want to learn, who kissing ass and who agrees with everything. We that one that's smart knowing that this ain't right. And we not gonna go for it. We're not gonna stand for it. So we remember everything, and we have white people behind us that feel the same way we do. So it's not something that's being made up. It's not something for publicity. It's not no publicity stunt. We have other people of other races who see what's going on, who come out and speak on it. Just like Martin Luther King had white people behind him when he was fighting for rights of us to be able to vote. Same exact thing. Okay? They can say what they want, they can lie, they can play their little games. But we know, and like I said before, and like I'm going to say again, on here and on Facebook, we're getting tired of it. We're getting tired of the games. The games aren't coming from the right. They're the left. They aren't coming from the left. They're the ones who want to fix it. Obama wants to fix it. He's a Democrat. He's not a Republican. The games are coming from the right. Okay? We could have fixed this thing, could have been fixed, we could be on track and everything could be good and fine. But no. And there is a level and a tone of racism that needs to go. But it's not going to go. And they're going to deny it every single day. And we probably won't hear about it from some years down the road, you know. But it's cool because we, the people, the real people, we know what's going on. Okay, and we're gonna do just like we did just like we did in 08. We're gonna vote. We're gonna let you know. We're gonna let you know. And basically, like I said before, like I'm gonna continue to say, we should not let another Republican get into office. Period. Never. Never. Because them idiots, they're going to get us killed. With this global warming and with this, our laws are made by nature and God and oh yeah, we've got to have the biggest, baddest army. We've got to spend money. We got to go over here. We got to help this country out. This and that. And we got to, yeah. So. It's not a hard choice. It's not rocket science, folks. It's not rocket science. It's not. This is about Obama. It's not a rocket science. It ain't. It ain't at all. You make the choice. Make the right one. Vote for Obama. Peace.